What's up, Internet? It's your boy, Professor Jango.
Always a pleasure to meet a Jedi.
Alright guys, today's video is going to be a follow-up on a tweet that I recently sent out via our Port Haven Twitter account. It occurred to me that Empire's End, the last of Chuck Wendig's Aftermath books, came out over a year ago. That means it has been over a year since we have seen or heard from one of my favorite new canon characters, Grand Admiral Ray Sloane. When the new canon of Star Wars books began in 2014, Ray Sloane was a staple. She appeared in the very first book, A New Dawn, as a captain in the Imperial Navy trying to root out the corruption of Count Vidian. She showed up twice in the 2015 book Rise of the Empire in two different short stories. One about her days as Commander Sloane and her interactions with Grand Moff Tarkin, and the other is Admiral Ray Sloane commanding the Star Destroyer Vigilance at the Battle of Endor. In 2016, she made an appearance in the Canon comic that shows their reunion after the events of A New Dawn as Vice Admiral Sloane at this point, and of course she featured prominently as the default leader of the entire Empire in Aftermath, Aftermath Life Debt, and Aftermath Empire's End from 2015 to 2017. Now, my goal in this video is not to recount to you Ray Sloane's entire personal history. The Wikipedia article on the subject does a good job, and I'll make sure I link it in the description. But rather, I want to ask the question of why this character, that was so central to the new canon for several years, has made no appearance in over a year now. Now, before some of you start leaving comments, I should point out that Sloane was mentioned in two other places more recently. The fact that she was no longer around is mentioned at the end of the Phasma novel, and she is mentioned by Supreme Leader Snoke as having been weak and long dead in the novelization of The Last Jedi. And while I have no interest in debating whether novelizations are canon or talking about the reliability or lack thereof that Snoke has as a truthful narrator, neither of these mentions constitutes actually seeing or hearing from Ray Sloane. It's as if when Sloane left to go out into the unexplored areas of wild space at the end of Aftermath, that she also went into the unexplored areas of the Disney Vault, never to be seen again. For those of us who are fans of Ray Sloane, this is simply unacceptable. She is strong and clever, with a witty and sharp personality. She values the Empire not out of loyalty to the philosophies of the Sith, not because of any type of particular notion of personal power or a desire to control the galaxy. She merely values order, and believes that the Empire is an effective way of producing it. In addition, she is compelling in a way that doesn't specifically rely on her sexuality that was so characteristic of many of the lead women in the Legends canon. And she's been a powerful statement for the progress that Star Wars has made in being more inclusive in their main characters as well. But despite all of this, we have entered a period of complete silence for the character for over a year now. To be certain, we aren't getting a lot of material that fills in the gaps between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, and probably won't until the sequel trilogy of films is complete. But the new canon had done such a good job with the character so far despite those constraints. And I, for one, refuse to allow one of the best and most interesting characters currently in Star Wars canon to fade into relative obscurity. So I end this video by asking a simple question to Disney, Lucasfilm, and Del Rey. Where's Ray Sloane?